So you're the interviewer here?
I am the interviewer, yeah.
So you really...
How would the university run if your role was not filled? What would change?
It's a difficult one, isn't it? Because it sounds as if I better say I'm indispensable,
Yeah.
which obviously I'm not. Nobody is. But if I wasn't here, the work would have to be done by somebody or other. You could arrange it differently. You could give more responsibility to the heads of department, but ultimately you would have to have somebody who's responsible for the larger area of activity.
During your time at the university, what are your most memorable moments?
Well, I think I just mentioned the Creative Arts Building, that I think I was involved in the planning of this building from day one and worked actually quite closely with the builders and the architects and so on. And the opening of the building with the Duke of Kent and the sort of day we had there was certainly one of the highlights. Some of the performances I've done with students, either singing in the choir, that sort of thing, and the more practical side of music making has been memorable too. That it's a very, very musical university with more music students here than any other university. So there's lots of interesting and memorable things have gone on there. Also, my own, giving my own inaugural lecture as a professor, that was a great occasion for me as well. And I won a National Teaching Fellowship, prize, which again was, those are the sorts of things that stick. It's between kind of personal achievements and also things that we've done collectively for the university. But there was an unfortunate incident. I suppose this is one of my memorable moments at the university as an unfortunate incident, because often in these occasions there is a kind of social element where we had dinner, and the dinner was actually followed by, there was some wine at the dinner, I have to say. The dinner was followed by a ceilidh, and just as we began, I was volunteered, shall we say, to take part in this event, and just as we began, I actually broke a tendon in my foot, collapsed into the ground in great agony, and ended up being carried out of the event by the Pro-Vice-Chancellor and Junaid and sent to hospital, and came back with a great big plaster cast. So that was another memorable moment, but one of a rather different kind, I think.
You're going to retiring soon.
Yes.
How will your life change after leaving the university?
Not quite sure yet. Not quite sure yet. It might involve more sailing. It might involve more golf. It might involve more cycling. I may continue in some way to contribute academic work to the university, but not teaching. I may do some research still that might form part of the university's submission to the Research Excellence Framework in 2014. But I'm just going to take some time to see what actually I want to do now, because, you've got to plan the rest of your life, really. I mean, being dean, you don't get much time to think, really. You're constantly dodging from one thing to another. So I think I need a bit of time to reflect and think what I'm going to do. Okay?
Right, thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome.